Hi, I'm going to take an opportunity today to talk to you about rosé, and y'all know I love Italian wines, so it should be no surprise that I will be talking about an Italian wine tonight, but this is going to be a rosé. Now, I'm been on a real rosé kick, I think, with the nicer weather. I do drink rosé all year long if I can get my hands on it, but I was looking around and I saw this wine was limitedly available in New Brunswick, so I reached out to a friend of mine who works for the company representing that wine, and I was like, do you have this wine? Because I'd really like to try it and do a review and use it in one of the talks that I had that you can see if you hop on over to Brewfrog on YouTube. You can see that when he posts our chat about rosés. Now, one of the things that I think is really cool about this winery is I've had wines from them, and this is from Umani, and it's in Italy. Now, this particular brand, Centovie, is they have 3 wines from this area, and it's in the Abruzzo area of Italy, so that central part. Now, Abruzzo is known for Montalcino, and this should be no surprise that this rosé is made from 100% Montalcino. And it's fantastic because actually, I'm gonna bring the bottle back up here. You can see how like clear, like light this is. I don't mean clear, it's still pinky, it's rosé. And it's a Rosato with the T. That's, you know, Italian for rosé, where French is rosé with an accent on the E. Rosato is in Italian. So this is their organic winery, and they have about 35 hectares in this area. And what's interesting is that they market this wine as an IGT. Now, that's interesting because the area does have an appellation for rosés, but this isn't the typical rosé. They've done it in a different style, a different, like, lighter style, which was really fun. And so when I saw this, again, I had to reach out and get my hands on it. So I went ahead and I've been drinking out of this glass. Pink lipstick. It's rosé. It's rosé. So this is a light salmon color, really pretty. It's got a little of that orange hue to it, but still on the pink side, and it's quite pale. Now, this wine is so surprising because it is like a red wine. It needed time to open up, which I thought was shocking. And honestly, when I first opened it, I was like, is this bottle corked? And then I just left it and went away from it, and I tell you, it gets better. It gets more expressive. It's more aromatic as it's open and sitting. I think in this particular wine, you need to have like a large glass, like not like fill it up large, but like wide so that it's getting the air, give it a couple swirls. This wine, the aroma is really interesting. It's got like this really delicate floral note to it, and like a subtle ruby grapefruit like note to it. It's got the ripe strawberry, and then there's this like powdery raspberry. And I say that in that it's like raspberries when you pick them and you kind of just like toss them in some icing sugar just to kind of give them a little bit of sweetness to it. That aroma where you get with the powdered sugar and the raspberries, that's what I mean when I say like it's kind of like this powdery raspberry note that you're getting there. And then combined with that floral and the grapefruit and strawberry, the aroma just gets better. That's where I'm going to weigh in on that one. Now, in terms of taste, this is a medium plus bodied wine. It's going on the fuller side, and it's got good acidity, medium plus acidity. However, the tannins in it, although in the medium area, are really ripe. They're soft. It's like the mouthfeel is soft and silky. It makes for a really good like combination with all of those aromas you're getting. And then on your palate, you've got that soft, silky texture, a little bit fuller bodied on it, and you're getting those like red cherry, a little bit of plum, some ripe crabapple in here as well. And then there's like what I call white strawberry. And in this case, I don't mean an actual white strawberry, and I didn't take the time to look it up, but just like apples have different names and grapes have different names and all of that, strawberries have different clones and different names. And I'm picturing back to my childhood picking strawberries, and it was a really ripe strawberry, but it would maintain this like white tip at the very end, and it just always stayed white. It didn't go to red. And that's what I mean in this case by that white strawberry. Really juicy, really like fresh. And the finish on this is long. It's still with me. I'm so surprised by this, but yet at the same time, I want to address the fact that someone's car alarm's going off. And then also that I mentioned things like powdered raspberry and like those really ripe fruit notes, but this is still a dry wine. This wine, it's crisp, dry. Explosion of flavors. And one of the things about this winery actually that I should touch on, this right here, you can see I'm drinking the 2018. This is the first release of this wine. So it's in limited supply in New Brunswick, and I'm not gonna lie, I reached out to my friend network on Facebook and I was like, I need this wine, buy it all. So if you get there before I get there or before my friend gets there, power to you. But it's so good. And the fact that this is a true rosé in that the parcel of vines that they're growing are intended to make this a rosé wine. And this was the end result, being from Italy, being organic, being super expressive, and also bucking the trend and that going with the appellation on it because they wanted to do something a little bit different. For me, it's a 5 stars, 5 out of 5 for me. It's one that I would definitely buy again and very much recommend. So please run out, grab this Centovie from Abruzzo, Umani. You're gonna enjoy it. And it goes really great with smoked salmon. So thanks for tuning in. If you like these type of videos, please feel free to hit the subscribe button down below, share it with some friends, and turn on your notifications so you find out when I go live and do more videos. So cheers everyone, enjoy your rosés.